Health experts say the president's messaging about his coronavirus diagnosis is dangerous, but many people who have lost loved ones to the pandemic are having a more personal reaction. They're finding his comments to be cruel. My next guests have been speaking out about the president's response to the pandemic. In a short film, Maddie's Grandparents, a Preventable COVID Tragedy, Maddie Kaji and her father talk about the lives of her grandparents and what happened after they each contracted COVID-19.
My father's biggest concern the last few years of his life was taking care of my mother.
She also had coronavirus.
Our focus immediately turned to my mother.
But she survived that first time, and in August, she committed suicide. So that was really hard. So we lost both of them in a span of 3 months.
As a child, it just feels like that was the second COVID-related fatality. That was another crushing blow.
And Madalena and her father, Dr. Erjan Kaji, are with me now to talk about this. Look, I'm so sorry for the loss of your grandparents and for your parents, Erjan. I mean, the magnitude of this loss, I think it's very important that we acknowledge it. And I just want to know, starting with you, Maddie, if you can just tell us how you feel when you hear what the president says.
I mean, it's just shocking. It's just so shocking because, I can expect people my age being aggressive towards me or saying things that aren't necessarily true. But when the president of the United States is trying to invalidate the grief that you feel, it's a lot.
And Erjan, what do you think as you hear him?
Well, the initial reaction was sort of how insane it is, just watching him be in the hospital, watching him fall ill, and then for him to say that, I mean, it pours salt on the wounds of the loss that we've been through and the loss that 200,000 other families, and that's a small number, not just people who have died, but people who are still suffering with COVID. It's rubbing salt in their wounds. And to be honest with you,